Everybody, good to see you again. I'm once again here with Alex, everybody's favorite car salesman from Hyundai of Keene. Today we are in the 2024 Hyundai Santa Cruz Night Edition. Proper name, honestly, for the look of it.
That's very clean.
Now, this is Hyundai's version of a pickup truck, but it's more of like a crossover. Now, this bad boy's got a 2.5 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, 281 horsepower. So, I mean, you get good power with it.
Well, plenty of power. You got definitely plenty of pickup, as well as you throw into sport mode, and it'll keep up with some of the best.
Sport mode. Now, how many modes have we got in this thing?
I believe we have the 4. We got normal, fuel efficient, sport mode, add that little bit extra acceleration. Snow mode just reinforces the traction control for a little bit more responsiveness.
Gotta have snow mode.
Especially up here.
Oh, absolutely.
And then we got smart mode. Smart mode's gonna switch between all the modes and optimize your driving to the driving situation, and that will actually learn over time as you drive.
So it's pretty similar to the Tucson, right? I think we talked about that in the Tucson. Now, this thing has a 5,000 pound towing capacity, which is actually kind of impressive for the size of this thing.
Yep. Definitely recommend putting the trailer brake on it as well to try to max out that towing.
Yep.
Just so you can use the brakes more than one trip.
Now so we can diff lock. We can also turn on hill descent control, which is a pretty cool option to have in a truck. I know some trucks don't really have that option, so it's nice to see that they threw this in there.
Definitely help when you're towing.
Now, the interior fully blacked out, got nice leather touches, pretty similar to the Tucson. You have the 10-inch display in the middle, also have the digital cluster in this one as well. You kind of get this gray steering wheel. I like the gray steering wheel. It's a little bit different than the Tucson. You get all the buttons on it, all the safety stuff. Now, what kind of safety features does this thing pack in, Alex?
We got all Hyundai across all their line. They keep the safety features standard across all trim levels, which is very nice for the consumer. So we got your lane assist, keeping you within the lines at all times. We got the follow assist, which is Hyundai's adaptive cruise control, so that you can make those long trips a little less tiresome by pressing the gas the whole time.
That's nice. That's super nice. I like how they put that across all the trims. I think that kind of...
very convenient.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to pay for safety.
No, absolutely not.
We also got safe exit assist, which is a very nice feature. Your car will use its sensors to sense traffic coming from behind you, and will actually engage the child safety locks so the doors will not open if it senses a vehicle coming by you. A
nice leather wrap shifter. You got all your USB ports. Now, I think does this one have wireless charging?
Yep, on the right side right there.
Wireless charger, and then you have a nice size sunroof, which I always like seeing sunroofs in trucks because I think it's
brightens them up a little bit.
Absolutely. One of the big features about this is you have a multifunctional bed in the back too, which is really nice.
It allows you a little more storage than what you would fit in like a Santa Fe, because you'd be restricted by the roof. So you have a little bit more capability to haul some little higher items that wouldn't fit in a normal vehicle.
And now you have under bed storage in there too, where you can lift up the bed and actually put stuff underneath, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a full plastic tray that actually can be used to be a cooler if you want to put ice in it, because it has a drain plug that drains right to the base of the vehicle.
Santa Cruz has got you. Now, on the exterior on this, it is the night edition, so you get all the blacked out chrome on the outside, the big blacked out front grille. You get the black trim, and you also get, 20-inch black wheels on this thing. So you get some huge wheels. We got some black leather seats, front and back. The back seats fold up for storage. Now, you said that there's bins underneath the back seats?
Yep, there's pre-installed bins that you can will already have compartments separated for you, as well as an area where the tow and jack is stored. It's right back there as well.
You get the same air vents that are in the Tucson, which they go all across.
Yep, the diffuser vents.
Yep.
Keep it a little quieter in here while still cooling or heating the vehicle as fast as it needs to.
I like that a lot. I think that that's a really cool thing that Hyundai is putting into all their vehicles. In my opinion, I think it looks a lot better than just having a bunch of small vents all across the dash.
Absolutely.
You got blind spot assist on this as well.
Yep, you got your heated seats in here.
Yep, heated seats. You get these are all touchscreen buttons on the display, so you get dual zone climate control, All the buttons are touchscreen, which is nice, and pretty much the same display that's on the Tucson. I really like this display. This might be my favorite out of all the stores, out of all the displays, just because it's really clean, it's long, instead of, it doesn't take up the entire center console like some of the displays do. Same digital display as the Tucson, which is really nice. You can put it in different modes and it'll change the display, which I think is really cool.
You can also modify the display to have that in any mode. It doesn't, right now it's set to change in the whatever drive mode it's in.
Oh, so you can go through and change all that?
But you could manually set it up so you could always have the sport display because it has a little bit more sporty look to it.
Let's run through some of the buttons that we get on the steering wheel.
Alright, so on the left side, we got, on the top, we got Hyundai's dynamic voice assistant, similar to Siri and Google's.
Yep.
Although if you do have your phone plugged in, it will modify to the phone's voice assistant, whether being Google or Apple's. Adjacent to that, we got the mode button. That'll switch through your, not drive modes, but your media modes.
Media mode.
So your radio, FM, Sirius,
Bluetooth, all that stuff.
Bluetooth, yep, right down the line. Then in the middle, we got our volume control and your skip or seek button. I'm sorry, not seek, your favorite shuffle, your favorite toggle button.
Yep.
Then you get your phone buttons. Although, then in the bottom right on the left side, you get a star button. And that's a programmable button that can do a number of features to what's most used by the user. So
it's kind of like a custom button, I guess you would say?
Absolutely. We got a whole different, it can be a recalculate button, cancel your route, just go right to your maps, go to home. You can even shortcut to some of the apps in the vehicle.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
And I usually set it as is the rejected call button because if you're like me and my fiance, we always never hang up on each other. So if someone doesn't do it, we'll sit in and just hear each other's pockets talking to each other.
So yeah, set it to reject your fiance's call, I guess you could say. Now on the right side, it looks like you have all your safety buttons.
Yep. So we got on the top left, we got our digital cluster options. So we can go from our follow assist menu to our drive trip monitor, our GPS menu. So if you have the GPS plugged in, it'll actually give you some updates right on the digital cluster so you don't have to take your eyes so far off the road. And then you get your tire pressure and vehicle monitoring.
So all your kind of vehicle information stuff you get using that button.
Yep. And then you get your cruise control options. And once you set your cruise control, you can move down to the bottom, and that is your follow assist to set the distance you want to maintain of the vehicle in front of you.
Yeah.
And as long as the vehicle adjusts within 5 to 10 miles, the Santa Cruz will automatically keep up with them.
It's a good sized truck. It's not as big as like say an F-150 or a Ram, but you still kind of get that truck usability while kind of maintaining that more SUV kind of feel. And it definitely drives more like an SUV than a truck.
Absolutely. This is an SUV with a nice truck feature in the bed.
Ooh. Yeah, we're Santa Cruzing right now. So it does have a little bit of pickup. I mean, the 2.5 liter, it's a 4-cylinder, but 5,000 pound towing capacity, and it definitely picks up pretty well for a 4-cylinder.
Oh, like I said, I think it's got enough in it that the average user needs.
Now, who kind of would you recommend this truck to?
Someone who doesn't need like the full-size pickup. It's not going to compete with those, but someone looking for just like as Hyundai described it, an adventure vehicle. Something that you can take to the beach, something that you can take camping, that you have a small trailer.
Yeah.
Just something, even the dump run.
Yeah.
Save from putting trash in your car. Someone looking for something a little bit more useful than having a enclosed SUV.
Now I'm sure you could probably throw a couple of 2x4s in the back, a couple of sheets of plywood. So
yep.
It's super usable, not crazy big like a normal full-size truck would be.
Not
and you still get that kind of SUV feel and gas mileage along with it.
Yep, it does get mid-20s, around 24 miles per gallon.
Can't argue with that with a bed, you know?
No, I just try to find a truck that does that that's not a hybrid.
What else have we got here?
It does have well, in this one, the sixth window in the back.
Yeah, it's got the rear. You can actually open that back window, right?
Yep. It's a manual.
Still a cool kind of concept to have because, you know, a lot of the full-size pickup trucks have that rear sliding back window. So it's cool to have because you can open the sunroof. You can open that.
You have a long piece of wood, you know, you can stick it right through there.
Stick it right through the window.
Yeah.
And there's also a built-in bed cover that comes on this model as well.
Yes, you do get the tonneau cover that comes with it. It's a nice retractable one. Nice and easy. It's lockable so that, you know, you're the only one that has access to it.
That's kind of cool how they feel that on there. Now you only get that on the
SCL and above.
Okay.
So only the base trim is missing it. So they're really generous with that tonneau cover, and it's definitely a really nice one. It's not like a tri-fold, or it is a hardtop as well. But being retractable, it goes away, and you have the full access to the bed, and don't have to worry about folding anything up or reattaching.
Is it Alex approved?
Oh yeah, this is a real nice vehicle for the price. I mean, when you get up to the trucks, you're already getting right into $50,000.
Oh, easily, yeah.
And with this night edition, you only have 40.
So you still get that usability of a truck, gas mileage of an SUV, drives like an SUV, but you're not spending, say, $50,000-$60,000 like you would on a normal full-size truck.
Yes.
Well, you heard it here first. The first look at the 2024 Hyundai Santa Cruz Night Edition. Alex, thank you for taking me out again.
My pleasure.
We will see everybody in the next one.